Going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Thanks y'all for being here. Sorry we're getting started a little bit late. I want to introduce the Honorable George Mixon, who is our mayor for the day, and I'll talk a little bit about him in a minute, but he's going to help me run the meeting today. We have with us tonight also Pastor Christian Zazillo with Life Church Assembly of God at 4100 King Springs Road. I'll invite you up now to lead us in the invocation and pledge, and everybody please rise.
Let's pray. Lord God, we give you thanks for your goodness, for your faithfulness. For the scriptures declare in Psalm 100 that the Lord is good, his steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Lord, I give you thanks for this community. I pray for our leaders, our businesses, our families, all those who live and work here. May we seek your wisdom and counsel in all that we do and give you the glory and honor that's due your name. Finally, Lord, I pray and I extend my prayers to those, even in this room tonight, within the sound of my voice, who may need a touch of God in their own life. Lord, there are countless needs, struggles, burdens on our hearts tonight as a people, as families, as husbands and wives, as children, as parents. And Lord, I pray that you would minister to those who are in need tonight, and I thank you for your very real presence to do that. We give you thanks, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. May your name be glorified now and forever. Amen and amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor, as always, for being with us. We appreciate you. We don't have any agenda changes tonight. The mayoral report, I'll continue my introduction of the Honorable George Mixon. He is a rising third grader at Nickajack Elementary. He's here with his parents, Matt and Adrian, and his grandmother, Lynn, is here also, here to see him help us. He's very interested in gaming. He's interested in reading, a voracious reader, and taekwondo, and is well respected by his fellow students and his teachers, and I hope to see him soon. And we talked about this at lunch today at a Mayor's Education Awards. We had lunch at Zuka in the Market Village, and then he had a big day with the police and fire, and has had a tour of City Hall, and it's been a really good day and a real pleasure to have you here. So thank you, and thanks for helping me run this meeting tonight. Also in the mayoral report, I just want to mention, it's been a minute since we met, as is typical in the summer. The All-Star Game festivities and what that meant for this city, I just can't tell you. The Clydesdales coming to Smyrna, Georgia, we had more people come out for that than almost any event we've had in a while, in tandem with the concert that we did. We had the 680 The Fan cornhole tournament and just a ton of activity surrounding the All-Star Game, and what a great thing for the city of Smyrna. I know we've had some other activities since we last met that a lot of the council members will talk about in their reports, but I'm just thankful to live in Smyrna, Georgia, and that the world descended on Cobb County, and our city is pretty awesome to show everybody what we have to offer. We don't have any proclamations and presentations tonight, except I am going to bring Mayor George down with me to have a picture. Can you come down with me? George Mixon has been bestowed with the esteemed title Honorary Mayor of the Day in recognition All right, you can set that wherever. We're going to move on with the rest of our agenda. We have a couple of community development items tonight. First is item A, Z25-006. This is a public hearing for zoning request Z25-006. Allow rezoning from R20 to R8 conditional for the development of 3 single-family homes at a density of 4.28 units per acre, 0.7 acres, land lot 664, 2583 Davenport Street. This is Signature Homes of Georgia. I'm assuming you want to turn it over to Rusty for any background. This is in Ward 2, Ms. Hines District. Rusty?
Oh, no, this is the wrong one. That's from last week. There we go. Yep.
Good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sorry. Usually we're prepared. Joey's not here, so
We'll
someone
give you
moved
a
my
pass.
cheese
We'll give
today.
you a pass.
So
It's all right.
I'm all out of whack. This is rezoning case Z25-006, the applicant's Signature Homes of Georgia. This rezoning went to P&Z on June 9th. It came out of the P&Z meeting with a recommendation of approval by a vote of 7-0. The applicant is requesting to rezone 2583 Davenport, which is zoned R20, and they're requesting to change zoning to R8 for 3 single-family detached homes at a density of 4.28 units per acre. So they'll tear down the existing home and build 3 new single-family detached homes. The future land use map categorizes this property as high-density residential. There is no future land use change required for this rezoning. Here's the proposed site plan. If y'all remember a year ago, the property that adjoins this site to the north was rezoned for 3 single-family homes as well by the same applicant. So this will be a continuation of that development with 3 new homes in similar setbacks. So you have 3 single-family homes that are fronting on Davenport Street. They have setbacks with a front setback of 25 feet, a side setback of 5, and a rear setback of 25, which is consistent to the rezoning to the north. There'll be a 5-foot sidewalk with 2-foot grass strip that goes down Davenport in front of these houses and then continues around the corner on Argo Drive. These are the proposed locations of the water quality facilities for stormwater. And there's no variances requested with this rezoning. These are the proposed home elevations. These are the same elevations that were proposed with the rezoning to the north, and then pictures of the subject property, and then adjacent properties. Community Development is recommending approval of the rezoning from R20 to R8 conditional for 3 single-family homes at a density of 4.28 units per acre with the following conditions. From standard conditions from section 1201, number 1 being dealing with the composition of the homes, number 2 requiring the utilities to be underground, number 3 the developer is responsible for any traffic improvements, number 4 no burying of debris on site, number 5 compliance with the city's tree ordinance, 6 and 7 or 6 deals with those tree plans being developed by a landscape architect. Number 7, all areas, common areas are to be sodded and landscaped. 8 is just a planting schedule for each of those lots with either 4 3-inch caliber trees or 3 4-inch caliber trees. There's some special conditions. Number 9 deals with the setbacks outlined earlier. 10 establishes the minimum lot size at 9,600 square feet. 11 establishes a minimum lot width at 50 feet, and then 12 requires a minimum driveway length of 22 feet from building face to back of sidewalk. 13 requires the sidewalk along Argo and Davenport. 14 requires the developer be responsible for any sanitary, sewer, or water improvements deemed necessary by Public Works. And 15 limits the maximum height of the homes to 35 feet. And then 16 and 17 tie the zoning of the property to the site plan and building elevations that you've seen here. With that being said, I'll be happy to answer any questions for you.
Do any council members have questions?
They're a minimum 50 foot. The two to the north are probably 50 feet, and the one to the south is a little bit larger.
Ms. Hines?
And Rusty, this may be more of a question for the developers. Because I think I remember this, of course, from before, and there was a concern from one of the neighbors. I just want to know if there's been any outreach for this area that's being redeveloped or being the request for the three. Has there been any outreach of any neighbors around in that area?
There was nobody at the P&Z meeting, and I don't, in talking to Joey, I don't think there was any, we didn't receive any calls or emails regarding this rezoning.
And I have not either. I just want to make sure that if there was anything, or if anybody addressed any of those possible
As far
issues.
as you'd have to ask the developer what they did.
And they'll be coming
to-
up in just a second, yeah.
Before this to let neighbors know and get their concerns.
Any other questions or comments? Ms. Wilkinson?
For clarification, so the lots meet the standards for R8? Is that
Yes.
what you said?
Mhm.
And so there's no variances with
No
R8
variances requested with this.
and no land use change? Okay.
Mhm.
All right, if there's no other questions, I'd like to invite the applicant up. Come on up. Be sworn in by our city attorney.
I do. Thank you.
Introduce yourself, anything you'd like to say about the development, or?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, thank you, and Mayor Mixon as well, and City Council. The project for you tonight is basically a continuance of what I'm trying to do on this wraparound corner of Davenport and then wrapping around to Argo. This is what I call my phase 2. Phase 3 is going to be hopefully be 2581 Argo, which is the other abandoned house next door. So we're just trying to make a continuous wraparound. We'll continue with the same architecture, same exterior design, just for nice continuity in that area. That craftsman style home that has become so popular here in this area. I mean, Rusty's done a wonderful job this evening. I'm here to answer any questions I can.
Any questions? I know, did you want to ask that question?
Yes, and thank you for being here, and I'm always available for any other outreach if you're continuing to develop in my ward. So did you do any surveying of the neighborhood or talking with any of the people? Or, I mean, I know there's the church that's also over there as well, but did anybody reach out to you or say anything about any concerns, or did you go and survey anybody?
No one has reached out to me. I have spoken with some of the neighbors. The neighbor contiguous to and north of the 2571 property at that other corner. They seem to embrace it. I spent some time with the church across the street with the pastor and his wife, and they indicated to me they were very much in favor of the improvement that this would bring to the area, as they were with 2571. And as I'm sure they'll also embrace 2581 Argo as well. It's just a logical improvement. Oh, I'm sorry. I spoke to the pastor at the church across the street and his wife, and they were very much in favor of the improvements. They were, as they were with the last petition, just contiguous and to the north of this at 2571. This, of course, being 2583. But yes, they were very much in favor of these improvements to the area. You're asking me what I expect the prices to be? Is that your question, ma'am? The prices on these homes would be north of $600,000.
Any other questions for the applicant? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, this is a public hearing. Is there anyone who's here tonight who wishes to speak for or against this item to please come up now? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and we will turn it over to Ms. Hines.
Not seeing any objection. I haven't heard any. And anytime we're able to get more single-family homes in an area, that's always a good thing, and it's going to improve the area. And Davenport needs some help, and so if that'll be something that'll help, then I make the motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Lindley.
Everyone, please vote.
Wilkinson. Wilkinson is having technical difficulties, and I should mention that Mr. Pickens is not with us this evening. He is traveling, so there's just 6 this evening. And that is approved 6-0. Thank you for investing in our city. Appreciate the good work you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. Appreciate it.
All right, we're moving on now to item B, ordinance 2025-007, approval of ordinance 2025-007. This is annexation request. The 100% of owners requesting annexation, 1.6 acre tract zone R20, parcel number 17034100300. All that tract or parcel of land lying and being in land lot 341, 17th District, 2nd Section, Cobb County, Georgia, 660 Church Road, Georgia 30080, will be effective August 1st, 2025, and part of Ward 5, and authorizes the mayor to sign and execute all related documents. Ms. Robinson, background, please.
That 660 Church Road is property owned by the city of Smyrna, but is within the development. Recommends the property be annexed to the municipal boundaries of the city of Smyrna.
Thank you.
Do any council members have questions?
No questions? All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve item 7B.
Have a motion by Ms. Wilkinson to approve. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Oglesby.
Everyone, please vote.
That's approved 6-0. And thank you for helping me. All right. We're moving on now. We don't have any privilege, license, or show cause hearings tonight. We have 6 items under formal business. The first is item A. This is a public hearing and adoption of the 2025 millage rate and authorize the mayor to sign and execute all related documents. This is our 3rd and final public hearing on the millage rate. I know Ms. Robinson is going to give the background, but I'll just say this is the 17th or 18th year in a row we haven't raised the millage rate. It's remained the same, which means that no homesteaded property in the city of Smyrna is receiving a property tax increase from the city. We're proud of our fiscal responsibility and keeping that millage rate the same. Any other background that you want to add, Ms. Robinson?
Y'all hear me better on this now? Is that better? No. How about now? Okay, how about now? All right, little technical difficulty? All right. All right, the FY '26 budget approved by council included revenue projections for property taxes based on 8.99 mils. This is the last of 3 required public hearings before the formal adoption of the 8.99 millage rate. Tax information was received by from Cobb County on June 23rd, 2025. Per the information provided, the city would need to roll back the millage rate to 8.936 to not advertise a tax increase. In comparison, last year's millage rate rollback was calculated at 8.244. The official notice, all required information was posted in the Marietta Daily Journal on July 5th and 6th, and again on July 12th and 13th. Press release was sent to the Marietta Daily Journal on June 24th and has also been posted on our city website. This is the last required public hearing. Additional hearings were held on July 14th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. and this morning, July 21st, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. This is the formal adoption of the millage rate.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Any comments or questions from council? This being the third hearing, we have not had anyone come to speak at the previous 2. Is there anyone who wishes to speak for or against this item this evening? All right, seeing none, we will close the public hearing, and I'll entertain a motion to approve the 2025 millage rate. So moved by Mr. Lindley, second by Mr. Welch.
Everyone, please vote.
And that's approved 6-0. Moving to item B now. This is approval of resolution 2025-013, authorizing participation in an amicus brief in the Chang versus City of Milton appeal pending before the Georgia Supreme Court, and authorize the mayor to sign and execute all related documents. Ms. Robinson, the background, please.
Yes, as the mayor stated, the Chang versus Milton litigation involves a claim of liability against the city of Milton. The city of Smyrna authorizes participation in an amicus brief before the Georgia Supreme Court, asking that the Court of Appeals ruling be reversed and that the Supreme Court's 3 pre-offered questions be answered in a way that is legally advantageous to Georgia cities. The brief so tendered may include the city of Smyrna's name as a participating party.
Do any council members have questions?
All right, seeing none, we will entertain a motion.
Second.
Approved by Mr. Oglesby, second by Ms. Hines.
Everyone, please vote.
And that's approved 6-0. Item C, authorization to approve the Tolleson Park Bridge and Trail Improvement Project, RFP 25-025, to include demolition and replacement of a concrete sidewalk and 2 pedestrian bridges at a cost of $329,270 to be paid from the 2022 SPLOST Beautification and Trails line item awarded to S.H. Creel Contracting, LLC, and authorize the mayor to sign and execute all related documents. Any other background, Ms. Robinson?
No, I think you covered it all in the introduction.
This is in Ward 3. I turn it over to Councilmember Lindley.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Motion do pass is presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second.
Everyone, please vote.
And that's approved 6-0.
Why voting absent is an option on the screen. We were just wondering over here.
Voting absent, I don't know that you can vote absent.
It is, it's an option.
No, it may be on the screen, but it's not one of my options. Yeah. All right, Mr. Lindley, glad we got that taken care of. All right, we'll move on to item D. this is authorization to award RFP 25-023 Cybersecurity Strategic and Incident Response Plan to MGT Impact Solutions in the amount of $67,853.74 to be funded by the fiscal year 2022 State and Local Cybersecurity Grant Program with a 10% cost share by the city, and authorize the mayor to sign and execute all related items. Ms. Robinson, what's all that mean?
This is a comprehensive 5-year cybersecurity strategic and incident response plan. It's going to deliver a long-term cybersecurity strategy for the city, outlining key priorities and objectives for securing critical assets over the next 5 years. As the mayor mentioned, there's a 10% match on this, and so the city's share will be a little under $7,000.
Do any council members have questions?
All right, seeing none, we'll entertain a motion. Motion do pass by Mr. Lindley, second by Mr. Welch.
Everyone please vote.
And that's approved 6-0 with nobody voting absent. Go to item E, authorization to amend the fiscal year 2026 adopted general fund budget to increase the Parks Program departmental budget in the amount of $28,675 to provide additional funding for community events and to decrease the general government and allocations departmental budget by the same amount. Ms. Robinson, any background, please?
Yes, the FY26 general fund adopted budget included a total of $38,325 for funding for Black History Month, Juneteenth, and Hispanic Heritage event, $12,775 for each event. A request was made to increase the budget to $20,000 for each of those, and then to add the Women's History event in the amount of $7,000. Total budget increase of $28,675. And as the mayor stated, this will be balanced by a reduction in the contingency in the general government allocations line item.
Do any council members have questions?
Questions or comments? So move to approve, okay. A move to approve by Mr. Oglesby. Second by Mr. Gould.
I'm not able to vote. Why am I not voting?
Everyone please vote.
Did it go through?
And that's approved 6-0. Thank you. Next is item F, approve a contract, site development agreement, and reciprocal easement agreement regarding the purchase of approximately 2.620 acres at 1101 Windy Hill Road, and authorize the mayor or mayor pro tem to execute these and all related documents.
Robinson, the background please.
This is part of the redevelopment project of the former Igo Church site and is designated as a civic parcel on the site plan for the Heights at Smyrna mixed-use development. The purchase price for the parcel is $2,423,000, and this value is supported by an appraisal. There is an additional $681,472 to be paid related to shared site development costs as stipulated in the original agreement.
Do any council members have questions?
Questions or comments? Okay. Entertain a motion.
Motion do pass.
Motion do pass by Mr. Lindley,
Second.
second by Ms. Hines.
Please vote.
I saw what you did.
That's approved 6-0. Now we'll move on to the consent agenda. Ms. Robinson, can you please read the consent agenda for council approval?
Yes, sir. Item A, MIN 2025-141, approval of the April 25th, 2025 Mayor and Council Retreat meeting minutes. Item B, MIN 2025-135, approval of the June 12, 2025 Committee of the Whole minutes. Item C, MIN 2025-137, approval of the June 16th pre-council meeting minutes. Item D, MIN 2025-139, approval of the June 16, 2025 Mayor and Council minutes. Item E, Agreement 2025-032, approval of Amendment Number 5 and Number 6 to the Community Development Block Grant CDBG PY22 Subrecipient Agreement Number CD 22-C22SA.F, to extend the termination date for the agreement to September 30, 2025, and authorize the mayor to sign and execute all related documents. Item F, Agreement 036, approval of amendment number 1 to the Cobb County Community Development Block Grant Subrecipient Agreement number CD 25-C25SA-A/CD 2025-C25S8-F to increase the award by $78,968.23 for a total amended project year 2025 allocation of $267,057.83 and authorize the mayor to sign and execute all related documents.
What was that agreement number again?
Item G, authorization 2025-115, approval of the use of council chambers for the Smyrna Business Association's Alive After 5 and networking event, August 14th, 2025, 5:30 to 6 p.m. Item H, agreement 2025-034, approved 2025 agreement with Mitch Lefton Associates for public relations services for the mayor to sign. Sorry, there's a word missing there. For the mayor to sign the agreement. Item I, authorization 2025-119, authorization to approve Google Fiber franchise agreement between the City of Smyrna and Google Fiber and authorize the mayor to sign and execute all related documents. Item J, authorization 2025-121, approval for the use of council chambers for Ward 3 neighborhood meeting, Village Green and City Hall neighborhoods on September 17, 2025, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Sorry, that one was missing. Item K, approve a settlement and release agreement with Atlantic Billboards LLC resolving litigation pending in Cobb Superior Court and authorize the mayor or mayor pro tem to execute all related documents.
May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I have a motion by Mr. Lindley. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Gould.
Everyone, please vote.
That's approved 6-0. We're now to the citizen participation portion of our meeting. Do we have anybody signed up for public comment this evening? All right, we'll move on then with ward and staff reports, and we'll start tonight with Ms. Hines.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Mayor Mixon, thank you so much for being here and presiding over the meeting. It's been wonderful to have you here. It really has. And Mayor, I don't know if you got a chance to see the Clydesdales. Did you get a chance to come and see the Clydesdales?
I wish I did. I was traveling. Did you see them? Oh, yeah, the karate test that day.
yes.
I mean, you know.
It's okay.
To do it all.
It's hard to do it all, Mayor. But I would like to just give a shout out to Rose Garden and the festival that they had. They're supposed to be spring, but it got postponed to then being summer. But it was a great turnout, and it's all done by the community, and they provide the food and the entertainment and music, and it was a really, really great time. So.
Mr. Lindley.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Mr. George. Just an echo and a huge thanks to staff. I think they've all left, though, for the job well done at all of the festivals this spring, which seemed like were about every weekend. And then it was great to see the community come out with excitement for the Clydesdales. Certainly a historic moment for the city. I yield.
Mr. Welch. Ms. Wilkinson.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank our honorary mayor tonight. Thank you so much, Mr. Nick Mixon, and you've done an awesome job. Thanks. I'd like to announce that the Kroger, which is located in Ward 5, is having a school supply drive this Saturday, July 26th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What they call it is their Pie Jam. That means Partners in Education. And they're going to have music and hot dogs and things like that. And they're also collecting donations for school supplies, which they will be given them to their partners, which are Norton Park Elementary and Griffin Middle School. And it's supposed to be a lot of fun, and if you want to wander into Kroger and see what it's all about, the music and the hot dogs and chips and getting ready for school. With that, I yield. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Gould.
Thank you, Mr. Mayors. Just one announcement. Campbell High School is having a cleanup day this Saturday, 8 a.m. So bring your gloves, your rakes, and anything else. You can sign up on the Campbell High School PTSA website. And it's an annual event. Fun, great impact on the community. So come on out if you can. With that, I yield.
Mr. Oglesby.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Mayors. First and foremost, I'd like to wish our Smyrna Elite Track and Field Club, our Junior Spartans, luck as they all travel to the national championships this weekend. Actually, some are probably leaving tomorrow. And this year, Georgia's hosting, so it'll be in Savannah, Georgia, at Savannah State. So wishing them all the best. They've worked really hard through the year, and I really believe we're going to bring back some national gold again this year. I really believe that. Also, I want to thank everyone who has, used patience as they travel through Camp Highland Road while they continue to stabilize that bridge for the Silver Comet Trail and Beltline connection. Looks like they're almost done. I think the community will be excited about the improvements, and to have access to both of those trails will be awesome for the city in general. Last but not least, it's been a little while since we've met. I do want to say thank you to all those who supported the Juneteenth Festival, our inaugural festival. It was a success. I believe that's actually taking it lightly for an inaugural event, and obviously well received by the community and the region as a whole. And we look forward to next year, it being on a Friday, just putting that out there. It's a federal holiday Friday, so look forward to even a better event next year. With that, I yield, Mr. Mayors.
Thank you. Mr. Cochran, anything this evening? Ms. Heather, Ms. Jill, anything? All right, if there's no other business to be brought before this body, we will say good night from the Jonquil City at 7:11 and have Mayor Mixon gavel us out. Good job.